Hey y'all, I'm going ahead and making sure that this works before this dude gets here. Yes, it's just the research team watching. He should be here any minute. He said an hour and a half, and he messaged me at 10:27 and said he was leaving Dothan, so... Me either, Lisa. Hey, Debbie. When he gets here, I'm just going to lay the phone on the couch so that y'all can listen to everything that is happening. Oh, I'm going to, Lisa. Don't worry. I'm going to. I'm not even nervous. I didn't get dressed up. I got on a t-shirt, some sweatpants, and I got on... Hold on. Y'all got to see. This is hilarious. I have fuzzy socks on and my pom-pom slippers. Now I don't know what I did with my... Y'all, I'm telling y'all, if my head wasn't glued on... I think I'm going to sit on the couch in front of the bay window because that way I can open the curtains and they can actually see. Because I always have the curtains closed and a lamp on, but I think the natural light will be better. Oh. Yeah, this mess is crazy. Hang on, Hannah's FaceTiming me. Hello.
What are you doing?
Waiting for this dude to get here. I've got on my fuzzy slippers. My fuzzy socks and my slippers with the pom-poms.
Huh?
I've got on my fuzzy socks and my slippers with the pom-poms.
Oh, somebody cleaned this microwave. Somebody cleaned our microwave.
Well, that's a good thing.
Which is a good thing, because it was disgusting.
What are you eating?
The other cheap Danish I bought this morning. I'm freezing.
Is it still cold back there?
The temperature in here is 59.
That's ridiculous.
Look, I have on my hoodie and my jacket. And I'm still cold.
Well, don't burn yourself, baby.
Oh, I need to get water.
Did you watch that woman?
Watch what?
Did you watch that article thing?
No, I don't know who she is. I didn't even watch it.
I don't know who she is either. That looks filling.
They're probably not gonna be. Got some cookies and some crackers.
You took cookies, crackers, and a Danish to lunch.
No, I bought this Danish this morning.
Oh. All right.
My lips are chapped.
Mine too. All right, well, I'm going to get off here in case he calls.
Fine then.
I'll let you know once he gets here and I talk to him.
You don't even talk to me.
Oh, whatever. You little turd.
You must be on the phone with somebody.
No, I'm just waiting. Why is the music so loud?
Huh?
Why is the music so loud? Is that the store music?
Yeah.
That would drive me crazy.
Can't really hear it when you're in the lobby.
At least it's not Christmas music, I reckon.
We turn that off. We're not even supposed to be on this radio station. Well, I just pulled all the Danish out of it.
All right, well, I'll let you know when this dude gets here. Love you.
I love you.
Bye. My kid would talk forever if I'd let her. Dude's late. He must not know where he's going. Because it's been an hour and 35 minutes since he told me he was leaving. Making sure I didn't have lip gloss on my teeth. I wish he'd come on. I hate waiting on people. Waiting makes me anxious. Thank you, Miss Ann. I'm not nervous about talking to the dude. I'm just anxious. I'm ready to get it over with. I know, right, Jennifer? Already peed. Already done all that. I didn't take my water pill this morning, so I should be okay. Whew. Well, I've gotten, I don't know how many things messaged to me, or how many people have messaged me that Beth and Josh Morgan over in the other group have made 2 death threats. So one said I was going to get killed, and the other one said that, I don't even remember. 2 or 3 different people have said it to me. I know, right, Trenda? Not only that, but it is just amazing to me how the old mods are the ones that are in that Crane group encouraging those people. So I think what I'm going to do tonight is I'm going to go live in the group about Shanna. Instead of doing it from the page, I think I'm going to go live in the group. Because that'll stop a lot of it. They won't be able to share it. They won't be able to have watch parties. They won't be able to watch unless they do it from a fake profile. And if they make a comment on the live, we can ban them immediately. I think that'll stop a lot of it. It'll definitely stop the trolls. And it'll keep them from being able to share the lives. I've just got to decide which group that I want to go live in. And the good thing about the groups is we can monitor them a lot better. And if somebody says or does something in there, we can boot them out, and then they cannot watch the lives anymore. They're gone. On a page, if we ban them, they can still watch, they can still share, they can still do everything, they just can't comment. So I think that going to the groups is a good idea. And I think I'm going to do it on the Natasha Cooper group, because that way, no matter what we do the live about, it will be relevant. Instead of, doing each one in the groups, because that might be confusing, depending on what case we're talking about. I think that I should do them all in one place so that people aren't even more confused than they are now. No, Alyssa, once I get put in Facebook jail, I can't go live, but we'll deal with that when it comes to it. But I think it'll cut down on a lot of the crap that's going on right now. And should, oh, wow, Lisa. Somebody's here. Hang on. And they have got their music going, let me tell you. Y'all. I about fell over. Lord Jesus. Pulling the curtains open. Y'all are upside down. I don't know if that's going to be enough light or not. We'll see. Oh, he's going to do everything himself. Good morning. Morning. So you got the job, huh? Did you have any trouble finding it?
I did not.
All right, good deal.
Just typed in the
Yeah, it's
address.
pretty easy.
It's a long drive from
Yes,
station to...
I bet. I'm gonna sit up here on this couch because I'm gonna open the blinds,
Okay.
or the window so that there's some light. And I'm gonna record if that's okay.
That's fine.
Okay. You think that'll be okay, light-wise?
These cameras are weird with light.
Gotcha. This couch, you sink down into it. Ugh.
Can you get a little bit more light?
Yeah. We can open it all the way up if you want to. Is that okay? If I have to, I can turn the overhead light on. It's just super duper bright.
Would that be a problem?
No.
Sorry.
Yeah,
The
fine.
camera's barely picking up. One thing I don't like about these things.
Maybe that'll help.
There we go.
Ugh.
And I got your little microphone.
Oh, okay.
I can get good sound. I'll tangle it real quick.
Whew. So what do you know so far? What do you know about what is going on?
Honestly,
Nothing?
they told me, I didn't even know about the stuff till they said something, so I looked online and saw the story he had,
Uh-huh.
and all I know is people say you're a psychic, is that correct?
I'm not a psychic.
Not a psychic. They say you scam people.
Yeah.
That's what I've heard,
That's what they're saying.
and that's about all I know.
Okay. All right. Good deal. Nothing about the case. That's what really made me mad because, what do you want me to do with this?
You can just put it behind there.
All right.
wherever.
Put it on the side.
Put this somewhere up here down there. The case with the missing
Mm-hmm. About Shanna.
Shanna, that you were investigating it or
Is that all right?
receiving, yeah,
Okay.
that's fine.
All right.
Receiving money, something like that.
Okay.
So, I'm just,
Okay.
and then I talked to
That's my issue, is what does she have to do with it?
Well, she called the station.
She's the one that called?
She didn't. She called this morning.
Oh, probably after the interview.
Yes.
Okay. You can talk to lots of people here in Defuniak about her. She caused all kinds of issues here in Defuniak. But I have not even talked to that woman in 2 years, and she has inserted herself into this for some reason. But we'll go into that.
So I don't know all the story other than what I've read and what people told.
Okay.
Or what she told.
Do you have questions? Are you going to ask questions? How do you want to do this?
I have some questions.
All right. Because I've got some key things that I want to go over.
Well, if you want to go over those first, and then I can question after.
All right, yeah, let me get my other phone. I got stuff everywhere. Amber, where did you send me those where did you send me those messages? Sorry, I've got my mods. Are those questions? Because I cannot find it. Oh, never mind, found it. Okay.
First, if I get you just to say and spell your name for me.
Natasha Cooper, Natasha Cooper.
No, it says it's on.
I was going to say, nobody's ever said they can't hear me before. That's never been an issue.
Sorry about that.
Oh, no, it's my luck, trust me.
My camera's always mess up. Somebody uses my stuff in the station. I don't know who it is, and it always comes back.
Not working the right way?
And that's every time. Let's see. Now it's picking up. We'll test it first. Just say something.
Natasha Cooper.
Let me double check. There it is.
Perfect.
I don't know what's wrong with it. All right.
Okay.
What do you want to say first?
Okay. I've got some things that I want to talk about as far as what was reported last night. And the main thing that I want to say is that everybody has lost sight of what I am doing, what my team is doing, and why we are even in Geneva to begin with. We are there at the behest of the family to try to find answers for them about their daughter who's missing, Shanna Peoples. She's been missing since 2011. And everybody there has lost sight of that. We have tried to bring attention to the case. We've asked questions. We do nightly discussions and things like that. And people don't like the fact that we bring up people who've been mentioned as persons of interest. It is what it is. It's a true crime discussion group. That's what you do. You talk about true crime. But my biggest point last night with this report that was done is that the reason that I'm in Geneva, the reason that I'm doing all of this was not even mentioned. Shanna is what is important. Finding Shanna is what is important. All of this other stuff is nonsense. And it's being pushed by people who, for whatever reason, don't like me. And they've joined a group in Geneva. It's called Geneva Let's Talk Uncensored. And they've spread all kinds of rumors about me, lies, and other people have jumped on the bandwagon. I've gotten death threats repeatedly. 2 more this morning that I can show you when we get through. My phone rings nonstop with harassing phone calls, text. I went and filed a police report last Friday about all of this. And I'm waiting to hear back from the magistrate and the police department about that in Geneva. The McKees, who are Shanna's family, their windshield was busted out of their car last week, and we had to take up donations to have their windshield repaired because they don't have any money. They are a very poor family. Both of the parents are disabled. The brothers are autistic, mentally challenged. The only thing that I and my team have done since coming to Geneva is to try to bring awareness to the case, to get people talking about Shanna again, and hopefully get more information coming in about Shanna so that we can find some answers and some closure for her family and some peace for Shanna. As far as the donations go, all of the donations that we have received for the McKees have gone to the McKees. We have bought groceries. We've posted pictures of us grocery shopping. We've posted pictures of the buggies of groceries. We've posted pictures of the bags of groceries in their living room. I have all of those I can show you as well. We've posted receipts of what we've spent. We posted pictures of all of the Christmas gifts that they received. Mind you, they haven't had Christmas since Shanna went missing because they said they haven't been in the spirit, nor did they have the money. This is the first year that they've had Christmas and Christmas gifts. These people make no sense. I want to know, why are they so dead set against what I'm doing when all I'm doing is trying to help a family? And none of them have spoken to the family to ask if they're upset with what we're doing. And the only people who are complaining, the majority of them have never donated. It's just other people who have their own vendetta against me for whatever reason, or they don't like me for whatever reason. So they're trying to incite everyone else to do the same because they don't want to see me and my team be successful at anything. So they're trying to sabotage that. But in the long run, the only thing they're sabotaging is Shanna's family. They're hurting them. They're not hurting me. They're hurting them. I have a message from Shanna's mother that she wanted me to let you listen to. She actually called me this morning when I was live, and it's heartbreaking. They are so appreciative of everything we do for them. When I first was asked to take this case and I met with them, I saw so many needs. It was obvious that there were a lot of things they needed, not just financially, but physically. Both of the boys, they're both autistic, as I said. One is almost nonverbal. They're 29 and 30, but both of their teeth are rotten into their gums, and they were in constant pain. Because we went public about this, a local dentist came to me, and they are repairing both of the boys' teeth for free and giving them dentures for free. I don't understand how that's a bad thing. We have provided the McKees with groceries. For the first time in years, they have options to be able to eat. Before we did that, their refrigerator was eggs. They had crates and crates of eggs because that's what was cheap. They don't qualify for food stamps, which I don't understand, because they're on disability and they say they make too much money. That's the craziest thing I've ever heard of, but whatever. To hear them be so excited, or to see them when you're grocery shopping, because the majority of us, we don't think about things. We go to the grocery store and we get what we need or what we want or what we see that appeals to us. They've never had that luxury for whatever reason. And to see the joy on their faces, the happiness, to be able to pick out a box of snacks, that is the best and the only thing that I need as far as to show, I just don't understand how anybody can think that is a negative. They didn't have furniture. They didn't have beds. We were able to have, because of the viewers came forward, they donated beds and we coordinated for them they have furniture now. They have beds now. They have a freezer to put groceries in that we stocked with food. I want to know what is so negative about what we're doing. The family has no issue with us. they are grateful and thankful for everything that we're doing, because we're asking questions about Shanna. We're questioning the community. We're putting information out there that we're getting in, and we're getting more information. And my question is, how is what we're doing as a true crime discussion group and taking donations to help the McKees, how is that hurting anybody? If they haven't donated personally, then how are they so upset? Or why are they so upset? Because somebody who's from another state has come into this group and told them something about me that they don't even know if it's true? How is that? What does that have to do with what we're doing? That is my issue. And the lady last night, a cease and desist for what? We're a true crime investigation group. I mean, that's it. I've never, ever, this was one of the lies that was stated last night. I've never said in any way, shape, or form that I am some type of law enforcement investigator. Never. I've actually repeatedly stated that I have no training, no affiliation with any type of law enforcement agency. Repeatedly. As far as the scamming goes, these people are ridiculous. I'm not scamming anybody. It's a donation. I'm not strong-arming anybody into helping these people. The people who have donated aren't complaining. I have letter after letter after letter. Last count, I think I had 60-something letters from people who have donated, saying that they are happy and they feel that their donation went, the majority is not the problem. It's just a certain few and people who have followed me from other cases trying to stir up drama. And that's what they've done. And unfortunately, this one group on Facebook from Geneva has let them drag them into basically a witch hunt. I have screenshots of months of harassment from these people. Months. My moderators of my groups have made a private group, that is entirely nothing but screenshots of the things that they have said, slander, everything else about me. I can show you all of that. We've submitted it to the police department. As far as the death threats coming from both sides that this woman was talking about, I've never threatened anybody, ever. And to my knowledge, neither has anybody else who supports me. The only thing that I've seen death threats coming from are people in Geneva. And I have those screenshots to prove that my life has been threatened. As early as this morning, 2 different death threats came through. Donna said that she saw my public records and all the fraudulent history that I have done. Okay, public records. I have 1 arrest. 1. It was a misdemeanor. I paid my fines. I did my probation. I did what the law said I had to do for that crime. I'm not even going into details about that because it is what it is. But anyhow, there's nothing else. Do I have things civilly in my public records? Absolutely. I've owned businesses. I've been divorced. There are negative things as far as financially. I was a single mom for years and I struggled. Lord, who hasn't? But as far as fraud, there's nothing. And I don't know what these people are talking about in my public records that shows fraud because there's nothing. And they are making a mountain out of a molehill to try to crucify me. For what reason, I don't know, because they're mad. Because I banned them from my Facebook page for making rude comments. These people, a group of them from this same group, Facebook group in Geneva, every week when I go to Geneva, I take Wendy, which is Shayna's mother, to Pizza Hut, like a weekly outing. And other people who want to meet her, who want to get to know her, to show their support, they come and meet us and we have like a lunch. A week before last, a lot of these people in this group also showed up there before we arrived and got the table we usually sat at. It was Wendy, my daughter, and myself. And the entire time we sat there while we were waiting on everybody else, They made rude comments. They were loud. They were making fun of me. They were just constantly, we ignored them. And Wendy got so upset that she ran out of the restaurant upset. This is a woman whose child has been missing for 8 years. And these people were talking about getting banned from a Facebook group. That is their, that is what they're upset about. Facebook. This is this woman's real life. This is her child that is missing. This is her child that Geneva has forgotten. Nothing has been public. Nobody has tried to help. Nobody has tried to look into it. Nobody has tried to ask the family, do they need anything, in 8 years. But now that we are doing that, they all have issue with it. Why is my question. There is not one thing I've done that's against the law. Not one. Nothing. I mean, I just don't understand. This is honestly, I say this every night, this is the craziest bunch of people that I've ever had to deal with in my life. And I do not understand their reasoning. I don't understand how they think it's okay to talk about me the way that they have, to act the way that they have on social media and in real life, and treat this family the way that they've treated them. When the point is that all we're trying to do is help find these people who are missing. That's it. If we can bring attention to this case, people that have never heard about it, then we've done our job. And because of myself and my team, now people all over the world are talking about Shanna's case. Because we have viewers from pretty much every country and every state in the United States. And because of us bringing attention to this case, people who have never heard about it are talking about it and looking at it. How is that a negative thing?
Now, I've heard from Linda, actually, Linda Morris. She said, you have a history of, according to her, doing stuff to get financial gains. And in this case, for instance, you're telling people to give information to you, and for like some award money.
Reward. Oh,
Reward money.
let me talk about that. Okay. Some of our viewers who wish to remain anonymous have put up a cash reward to find Shanna. I'm not handling those funds. The people who are donating the funds for the reward, they are in charge of their own money. If somebody comes forward with information that's credible, that leads us to the location of Shanna or her remains, then they will receive the cash reward, which will be paid to them by the people who are offering the reward. I have nothing to do with that. The only thing that I'm doing is letting everybody know that it's been offered. We have 4 different viewers who have offered that money. One has offered $5,000. There's no time constraints. It's a $5,000 reward, cash, to anybody who comes forward with information that leads to Shanna's location. No questions asked. Now, when I announced that the other night, another viewer said he would match that as long as the information was received by January 23rd at 4:30 p.m. Central, to try to create a sense of urgency to get the information so that, her family can have closure. That's why the time frame was put on it, to create a sense of urgency by him. He would be the one to pay that donation out, or that reward out, not me. I'm not handling those funds. That is completely up to the people who are offering them. So, once again, that woman, I don't even know where to begin. But anyhow, she makes a lot of accusations with zero proof. A lot.
Where does I guess I asked, since a lot of people accuse you of scamming, how did that come up, man?
Okay.
Where does that arise from?
The Gypsy Rose case that we originally started doing, when I was doing that case, there was another woman who was trying to work with a family to make a TV show about Gypsy Rose Blanchard. Gypsy found out that the woman was lying and turned against her, and it was a mess. And so they pulled up my arrest, and it went from there. Then they started saying I was scamming. But that woman has arrests for government fraud ×2 and all kinds of other things. And that's the thing that kills me, because the people who make these allegations and accusations against me, if you were to look up their histories, they have arrest records as long as my arm. I mean, it's crazy. Crazy, crazy. I've had one thing in my past. One. Nothing before it, nothing after it. And because of that, these people try to crucify me every which way we turn. We took donations for me to go on a trip to Springfield, Missouri, for the Gypsy case. And 4 months later, when people got upset with me, then they started saying that I had scammed them out of their donation. It's only when somebody gets upset with me that they start in and join the bandwagon on the scamming.
Why were they upset with you?
There were moderators of mine who left for whatever reason, who got mad for whatever reason. Some of them, I have no idea why they got mad. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know what their issue is. It's Facebook drama. I don't know any of these people in person. That's the thing that kills me about this. They've called the police to my house. There's records of that. Said that I slipped my wrist. They had the police come to my house in the middle of the night. Scared my kids, scared my grandmother. They've called anybody and everybody they can think of to try to, get me in trouble. It's ridiculous, the things and the amount of harassment that I have been through. And I can say with 100% honesty, good Lord as my witness, I have never once contacted anyone about them professionally or personally, because that's not right. This is Facebook. If you get that upset over Facebook, you shouldn't be on it. I mean, point blank. It's social media. And people take it entirely too seriously these days. And they also get a lot braver on social media because they don't think that there are consequences. But I have hundreds of snippets of recordings of harassing phone calls during lives that I've done. I mean, these people are committing real crimes against me, but they accuse me of things that aren't true. And it's just ridiculous. And these people that started this whole mess about the scamming, they just keep adding more. I mean, they go to every town that we have a case in, and they'll join a group and try to get other people in to join them. They tried the same thing in Opp, Alabama when we were first doing the Kim Raymer case. And the majority of those people were like, why are you even in here? You're not even from here. You're from another state. What does any of this have to do with what they're doing for Kim Raymer? And it doesn't. None of this has anything to do with what we are doing. Nothing. Do we take donations for our team? Absolutely, we do. Any other group who does true crime takes donations for expenses. And what's wrong with that? To pay for our gas and food when we go to research and investigate these cases. What is wrong with taking donations for that? It's a donation. We're not requiring it. We still give all the information that we normally get and provide it. So why are these people so upset about a donation if they're not donating? And if the people who have donated aren't upset, why are they? I think that's I don't understand. I don't understand. None of us understand.
I guess, is there anything else you want to add?
Is there anything else that I should add that y'all can think of?